morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today, and I hope it gets even better from watching this video. Today we're doing a monthly reset, so I'm gonna kind of take you along my day, show you how I like to reset for a new month. It's honestly one of my favorite routines slash habits. I just love any chance of like a new beginning. So whether it's a Monday, New Year's, a new month, I'll take it. It honestly just makes me feel really excited. I love change. I love like an excuse for a fresh page. And also if you're really focused on like your goals, your habits, you want to make certain things happen in your life, it's so nice to sit down, see what's been working, what hasn't been working, and then figure out a new way to move forward. So let's just get started. I'm gonna open up Notion and go into my life design planner, which is a template I made on Notion. I'll link it down below if you're interested. Everything that I show on this video, if it's Notion, it's that. So this is my like checklist for my monthly reset. So the first thing is to clean my space, which I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not in my home right now. And also our apartment is already clean just because we're on vacation, so we don't have to do that, which makes me very happy because I am not a fan of cleaning. And then I've also wrapped up my January budget just because I don't really feel too comfortable sharing that, so I did that yesterday. So now we'll do the rest, which is the majority of this. So we're gonna start with decluttering my digital space. Obviously a lot of my job is on my computer, my phone, and I am so bad at keeping that organized and clean, but it really gets on my nerves. So I made it my mission this year to clear all of my notes, my photos, my Canva, emails, desktop, downloads, everything that usually gets messy, to clean it up at the end of every month so that at the end of the year I don't have like a mountain of things to declutter. And then I also like to put important things onto my hard drive. Alrighty, I'm gonna get started with my computer and I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible, play some good music just to make this a little bit more fun because it's not really my favorite activity, but it's so worth it to feel like I have a clean space and it's all organized. It's like a breeze for my soul.
'Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the long day. 'Cause baby, like, ooh.
Alrighty, so I'm done with my computer, so I just have my notes and my photos to go, which I've already kind of cleaned along the month, so I feel like it won't be too much. A really good hack if you're messy when it comes to your computer like me, like I don't name any files. They're untitled folder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into oblivion, and I just keep that all into my downloads like it's a mess. I just have like a folder called sort, and I just dump everything in there, and then at the end of the month I go through it and I sort it out. Other than that, like I like to keep my desktop pretty clear. I've got my documents all organized. My downloads are looking like this, so it's just things that I'm frequently using. And then I'll make a new folder called sort, and that'll be for February, so I can just dump things here. Because honestly, it's just not realistic for me to like clear it up as I go. I've tried. It's not working, so this is just the best system that I could come up with. But yeah. Let's move on to the photos. I'll just transfer them onto my computer, organize them into folders, put them on my hard drive, and then I just like to clear up my notes because I have so many like random notes. What does it mean? I honestly don't know. I have no idea what I note, but it's probably all getting deleted. So anyway, let's do it.
In the sun when I found you, the one you call.
Alrighty, we are done. Had a good time. Like I played some music, it was nice, but it's just kind of time consuming and it's not that fun. So happy we're done with that, and now I get to do all the fun parts of this reset. I had 62 notes in my notes app from January, and I now have 2. So I think I've decluttered this pretty well. I have like some pinned ones that I add to all the time, like songs I want to check out, movies to watch. I write like funny, great phrases, books to read, recipes, stuff like that. So that's all in the top. So I just went through everything, organized it, and then I put all the photos onto my hard drive. This I'm so excited about because it's the first time I'm doing this, because I obviously made this template at the beginning of January, so I haven't used it yet and I'm so excited. So let me screen record this so you can actually see. So this is obviously my monthly page. I'll walk you through like the goals and habits because we kind of need to go through that and see how I've been doing. But on the bottom there's the reset, so I have the checklist here. Right on the bottom is the journaling prompts to kind of review your month and reflect, which we'll get to after this. But now I want to do the gallery. So this is basically so you can see your month at a glance. So when you look back at the end of the year or a few years from now, you can go to this page, see this gallery, and kind of get a very clear picture of what your month was like. So this is just an example, obviously. So you can click on it and you can add more photos. So let's say this was a trip, you can add a date of when this was. You can choose tags of like what this is. And you can also like write things if you want to, make it more of like a memory book. So while I was going through my photos and decluttering them and all that, I picked a few that like represent my month or like trips that I took. I just chose my favorite photos, and now I'm gonna go through that and put it into my Notion page. I'm just really excited just to kind of get a really good picture of my month, and then I feel like journaling prompts will be so much easier because right now like the whole month feels very hazy. I'm like, what happened? No clue. So this will help, and so cute. I'm so excited.
You got what I need, and you always be turning my sky blue. But maybe I can't get to you. Why don't you come to stay? 'Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the long day.
Alrighty, so my highlight little month at a glance gallery is done. So that's how it ends up looking like. And then if it's more than one photo, for example, you can click on this. There's more here, and then you can like write something if you want to. I just paste photos because I'm too lazy right now. But yeah, that's kind of my month. When I'm done filming this, I'm gonna switch the photos around so it's the people that I love on the covers, but I also organized it in order from when it happened. I think it's so cute. I'm so happy, and I feel like now when I look back on this, I know exactly what January was about, which is so cool. Now I want to get into the journaling prompts because I feel like I now know what happened this month, and a few things already that I'm so excited about, like some highlights and like achievements. I reached 400,000 subscribers this month, which is, well, in January, which was so exciting. I have like a goal to reach 500,000, which maybe is a little bit of a stretch, we'll see. But that was like really exciting to start my month with that. And then one of my best friends, Anya, and we booked our trip to the US, which I'm also so excited about. Like, it's been a long time since I've been like actually excited about a trip, just because I feel like the last few like trips that I've taken have all been to places that I've already been to. So obviously I enjoyed myself and I'm very grateful, but it just wasn't the same levels of excitement. And I've actually never been to the States at all, and we're going to 2 like bigger cities, and then hopefully we're gonna do some like exploring around. And one of the cities is a place I've always wanted to go to for some reason. I don't know why, but I've just felt a connection even though I've never been there. We also booked some sporting event that I'm very excited to go to. It's just gonna be so fun. And then I also released my first Notion templates. One of my goals is to release 3 Notion templates this year. So I did the first one, which is the template that I'm sharing with you in this video. So that was really exciting, and it honestly took up a lot of my month. I released them on the 20th, and the week before was just like mayhem trying to get everything ready, and so many things went wrong. Like, it was such a mess. I was so stressed. So it feels so good to finally have it done, and I'm so just like proud of myself that I did that already. And then I've got some fun things, like my boyfriend and I went on a trip to the mountains. We had our first snow in Slovenia, which was so pretty. I got micro needling done, which is on my wish list for this year, just because I have a lot of like acne scarring that I would like to get rid of. I obviously need to do it a few more times. I think usually people do it like 4 times or something, and it takes a while for you to see the changes. So haven't really noticed much yet, but I'll keep you posted on Instagram. And And yeah, I had a fun little campaign with Lancome, which is always really fun. And now I'm back in Aarhus and I'm just really happy. Also, I had the best dinner of my entire life. If you're ever in Slovenia, in Ljubljana, go to Julia. It's honestly so good, like insanely good, and they have really, really good Slovenian wine. It's my favorite restaurant, and I tried something new there. It was like our last dinner before we went back to Aarhus, and it was honestly the highlight of my month. It was so good. So the journaling prompts that I use and are a part of this template are: what did I enjoy most about this month? What were my lessons this month? And then what did I need in order to support myself better? How did I grow and become a better version of myself? And then the last one is: how can I be more of my favorite self next month? And write realistic steps that you can take. So this just helps me to like further kind of review and reflect on my month and see how I want to move forward. It also just makes me feel really good and positive to focus on how I've grown and what I've learned. And it just feels as if life is at least somewhat in my hands and I have control over how I react to things and how I deal with things. And that just honestly makes me feel really good. So I always love doing this. Okay, I just had lunch, so my energy has dropped and I don't have coffee here, so please bear with me. But I wanted to show you kind of my process of reviewing my goals, habits, looking at my wish list, like seeing where I'm at in terms of what I want this year, and then planning for February. So this is basically the template that I use, that again I'll have linked below. So I've got my vision board on top, my like theme of the year, all the individual monthly pages. This is not included, these are just some of my other pages on Notion, but I wanted it all in one place. And this is where I track my goals and like break them down into smaller steps. So that's that, and then the habit tracker is here, so I can just add a day, and I haven't really done any of these today yet. So that's that, and then I've got my wish list here. So let's start with that. So these are obviously not goals because I don't want to like break them down. I don't want to track them or anything serious. These are just things that I would like to happen, wishes, you know. But I just want to see where I'm at. So as I've already mentioned before, my friend Anya and I planned our trip to the States. So that is definitely gonna happen, which is so exciting. Then we've got some things that will have to wait, and then I'm actually going to the Hozier concert. My sister surprised me with tickets to go in London, so that's not happening until the summer. Watch a sports game live. I haven't done that in so long, and it's always just like a fun experience. And my friend Anya and I are going to one when we'll be in the States, so we'll be able to cross that off. Make a best friend in Aarhus. I need friends here. So I'm actually meeting 2 or 3 new girls this upcoming week or next week. So you never know, but we're working on that. Read Akatar. I actually downloaded the first book. I haven't started it yet just because I'm afraid I'll be so obsessed with it that like my whole life will go down the drain, because that usually happens to me when I read fantasy. Like I really get sucked into it. Like when I was reading Fourth Wing, I was not here. I was not present. I'm literally not on this plane. So we'll see. And then get a thermal brush and learn at home blowout. I just wanted to like look more presentable, and I feel like my hair really makes me feel either put together or not, and I did do that. I used it today. I need to learn how to use it a bit better and like get some products that will make it hold better, but I can cross that off. I just got the Nika brush, and it's really good, and it's really easy to use, and it's a thermal brush, so there's no like annoying blow drying sound, which I love. And I actually want to add one thing. I was on vacation in the mountains, and I got hyper fixated on making ice skating my hobby. I'm like good at ice skating, but I can't do like any tricks or anything, and I always wanted to train when I was little. Like I used to live next to like a hockey arena where ice skating girlies would train, and I was like, I always wanted to do that, and I never have because I was in so many other sports. My mother did not allow it. But I want to do that. So I want to take ice skating lessons. So I want to do this with one of my friends, and hopefully we can find a place here. Yeah, but I'm so excited. I'm making my childhood dreams come true, guys. and I just wanna feel like a little princess. I feel like the older I get, the more girly I'm becoming. I don't know. Anyway, I've got my habit tracker here, and I'm gonna be honest, I've been really bad at keeping up with this. Long story short, I just need to make this more of a priority even when I'm like not at home. I did go on a run once a week. That's one of my habits. And then this is like daily Danish Duolingo. I've been doing that for most days. I've definitely skipped a few days, but I feel pretty good. I also made like a little language hub page with like all the words and phrases, and so that's been really good. I've been staying on track with that because that's one of my goals, which we'll get to in a second. My other habit is like Pilates twice a week, which I haven't been doing this month because I wasn't in Denmark, and I have like my favorite class ever in Denmark. So again, something I need to work on when I'm not here in Aarhus, to like figure out other ways to have my routine. But I'm so excited to get back on track. I already emailed the instructor to sign up, so we're going back on track, guys. Okay, now let's move on to my goals. I somehow lost the footage of how I like to go through my goals and see how I'm doing and track everything, see my progress. But basically, this is where I have my goals. I have them in 3 categories, and then this is an individual goal. So when you click on it, I made a progress tracker. So I basically have every single one of my goals broken down into smaller steps, and then I can decide whether it's a task or a habit, and then when I'm gonna complete it, and I can track the status of this task. So at the end of the month, I basically go into January and I see what I've done. So if there was one step here that I didn't complete, I would just move it on to the next month, select a new deadline, and then I basically review what I need to do in February. So now I can see that in February, I basically have these 2 tasks, and I can see the deadline, and then just make sure it is in my weekly agenda. So that is basically how my whole system works. And by the way, if you want to see more about this system, I did a whole deep dive on my goals, how I like to set them, track them, also my habits, and then how I like to plan all of that into my weekly and daily schedule. So I'll have that link down below if you want to see all that. The last thing that I really wanted to do is just do some journaling. Like, I know I already kind of reflected on my month, but I just want to use like my actual physical journal and just kind of write all the amazing things that are happening, like what I'm grateful for. Just really go all out and write as many things as possible, just because I feel like I've been a little bit more negative than usual recently, and I just want to go into this month feeling really positive and amazing, and I just want to kind of write my wins, my successes, just anything that will make me feel good. So that's kind of gonna be my last little task. Alrighty guys, so it is much later. I've done a lot of editing for this video because it needs to go up tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired, but I wanted to walk you through kind of what February is going to be like for me, and like my goals and things that I want to stick to. And I would love for you to comment down below your kind of plan for the month, and then maybe at the end of the month you can come back to this video and update us all. I feel like that would be fun. So basically January for me was very kind of all over the place. It felt like it went on forever for some reason. I had like a good time, but I just wasn't really in my like space in my routine, so I just kind of felt a little off. So February, I'm basically staying in Aarhus the whole time. I don't have any trips planned, so I really want to take advantage of this time, enjoy my routine, stick to my habits. It honestly is what makes me feel the best. And the only kind of non-standard thing that I have going on that's not usually a part of my routine is that my sister is coming to visit me in Aarhus, so I'm really excited for that, and that's just for a few days. So I feel like it'll be easy to stick to like my usual habits. It's so much easier for me to do that here in Denmark. Don't know why, but I'm excited to like go to my reformer Pilates class, go running, like just feels good. I structured my yearly goals into 3 categories. So I have personal, career, and financial. And so this month in my personal goals, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I've been doing with the Danish learning, like Duolingo and all of that. With my career goals, apart from the things I'm already doing, like uploading weekly and all of that, I want to update a few things on my channel, just visually make it better. And then I want to really get into like filming reels and just really posting more frequently on Instagram and really get into a flow with that, because I love watching reels. Like Instagram is, after YouTube, my favorite platform. Like it just makes me feel good. And then I also want to upload onto YouTube Shorts. And I've been saying I want to get into like short form video content for so long now, and I've just never done it. And I just need to get into it and like stick to the habits. So that's going to be a big one. And then I want to start working on my next Notion template, which is not going to come out at least until March, but I just want to get it started. And then I also want to at least start, if not finish, my website, which is going to be a big task. So we'll see how much I can do, but I'm excited about that. And then with my financial goals, I basically have an amount that I want to earn this year and then an amount that I want to save. So I just want to stay within my budget in February. I didn't do that in January. I spent so much money. So I need to get back on track with like following my budget. So we're starting with that in February. And then I want to save the amount that I set for myself that I want to save every month. I did that in January. So now I just want to keep going and hopefully save even more. That would be amazing. So that is how I want my February to go. Let me know if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, of little like daily vlogs doing stuff like this. I don't really know how you guys feel about it, because I've been doing a lot of like sit down advice videos, so let me know. Otherwise, I'll do this on Instagram Reels and Shorts. Either way, I'll keep updating you whether you would like me to or not. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now. I'm pretty sure I need to get out of here soon, so I need to like pack up and leave, go back to our apartment. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I had a great time and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.